The Supreme Court has said that deregistration of any party over freebies is anti-democratic. The Apex Court reiterated that an expert panel should give suggestions to the government and it does not want to interfere in the arena of the legislature. However, the central government said that free power is dangerous and an expert body must take a view of the Election Commission. The Aam Aadmi Party, on the other hand, has argued that free power, water or free transport are not freebies. Rather, these are constitutional responsibilities of the state. So, on the one hand, there is a hearing in the Supreme Court. On the other hand, there is a political fight brewing between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over so-called freebies. And that's where the war of words has refused to die down. Let's just play out for you what Arvind Kejriwal said today.
प्रश्न उठता है, ये सारा पैसा केंद्र सरकार का गया कहाँ? 2014 में लगभग केंद्र सरकार का 20 लाख करोड़ का बजट होता था। आज केंद्र सरकार का लगभग 40 लाख करोड़ का बजट है, तो ये सारा पैसा जा कहाँ रहा है? इन्होंने अपने दोस्तों के, इन्होंने बहुत सुपर रिच लोगों के, जो अरबपति लोग हैं, ऐसे लोगों के इन्होंने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए के कर्जे माफ कर दिए। सरकारी पैसे से इन्होंने, इनमें जितने के कर्जे माफ किए, कई इनके दोस्त हैं।
मानो झूठ बोलने का नया कीर्तिमान बना दिया, झूठ की एक कड़ी लगा दी। अब ये कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि दिल्ली मॉडल हो गया है फेल, अरविंद केजरीवाल आकर झूठ की लगा रहे हैं रेल, और जो करते हैं ये वादा, उसका पूरा नहीं किया आधा।
All right, Dr. S.Y. Quraishi, former Chief Election Commissioner, on the show with us, speaking with us exclusively. Dr. Quraishi, great to have you on Beyond the Headline. Now, the context of this is a Supreme Court hearing which is going on, in which the government has time and again said that the Election Commission should come in and give us a view on freebies. Just give us your perspective on the whole argument that freebies, quote unquote, are used by political parties to bribe voters before an election.
The freebie debate has been going on as far as I can remember. It happened when I was in office also, and I wrote a few articles on the subject from time to time. But the irony is that nothing can be done about it. It's a fact that the promises can be irresponsible, and mostly they are. They cannot be implemented, but who will ensure that they are implemented, and who certifies that they are implementable, and who certifies that they were actually implemented? It is not possible. And as you may recall that the case had gone up to the Supreme Court in 2013, and on 5th of July 2013, Supreme Court said, made an interesting observation. They said that the freebie, the promises do influence the people and shake the roots of free and fair elections. Yet they did not make it a corrupt practice. Now, the fact that Supreme Court avoided adjudicating on this, and instead they passed the buck on to the Election Commission, that you call all political parties, discuss with them and frame guidelines. I have got the feeling that even Election Commission did a perfunctory job, because they knew that they have nothing to do with this. So they called all political parties. And as expected, all the parties pounced on the Election Commission. Who are you to stop us from making our announcement? We are making an announcement to our voters what we stand for. It is for the voters to decide.
Dr. Quraishi, the basic question is still the same. How do you know what is a freebie? And if a political party doesn't tell the Janta what they're going to do once they come into power, on what basis will the voter make that decision? No,
quite right. You know, the problem here is that my promise is a genuine promise, your promise is a freebie. So it is a question of definition. Of political parties make their promises. How much of is a freebie or a false promise, and how much is legitimate? It is for for the voter to decide. They should remember what is the promise which was made and not fulfilled. They forget. And I personally feel that it's the job of the media also. The media should analyze the promises made in the last manifesto and how much has been fulfilled and how much has not been, and also the role of the opposition.
No, but this is not about false promises. It's about stopping parties from making promises or even from governments from distributing these freebies because of the economic havoc they wreak on the general populace and the economy. We can't afford these freebies just so that parties can win votes. That's the basic premise.
Absolutely. You know, the alternative expression is populism. The populist schemes which will appeal to the people, they make those promises, however irresponsible, economically irresponsible. That is normal and it is happening all the time. And economy may go to hell. And that is when, every time this question comes up, there is a debate between good economics and good politics, or bad economics by good politics. So it goes on all the time. But ultimately, it is for the people who decide what for them is good economics and good politics. So people lap it up, people love it. It is not easy for a third party like the Supreme Court or Election Commission to decide to make it illegal. It cannot be made illegal. A promise which is being made is a legitimate political activity, and nobody can really stop it. If it was stoppable, I'm sure Supreme Court would have done it in 2013 and probably could do it now.
Is it the Supreme Court's job to stop political parties from what they're promising? Are we in a sticky terrain there?
You know, how can they? That is exactly the point. Political party has to make promises to its voters. So, and it does it at the time of election through the manifesto, otherwise through announcement. And of course, we try to stop them through the model code of conduct, that once the model code has come into operation, you cannot make any new promise except through the manifesto. Now, in the manifesto, you can promise the moon. Under what law can I stop it? I know it is promising the moon. It is unrealistic. But how to stop it? What law comes, which is what the Supreme Court said in 2013, that is not a corrupt practice, unfortunately.
All right. This is going to be an interesting debate, but the Election Commission is right now saying, don't drag us into it. Let the politicians decide what to do. The Supreme Court wants to set up a committee. It's a debate that has only begun. Thank you so much, Dr. Quraishi, for joining us on the show today. Always a pleasure to speak with you.